Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're having a good week so far and you're excited for a brand new speed build today. So we are working on a family home for a change. You guys did vote for a family home on the poll that I did. Apartment was winning yesterday, but today it has swayed to family home, so I thought I would show you guys this cute little house I've been working on. I love this house. I have been obsessed with watching Jessica Pye lately, so it is a similar style to her kind of build, but I really like her content, always have, and I just really like that like classic suburban family home. Now personally, I am really trying to build smaller houses. I really struggle with the what's the word? Dynamics, not the right word. What's the word? I can't think of the word, but anyway, the sizing of the rooms. Now I've got a lot better over the years, but I am still struggling with the, oh my gosh, what is the word that's going to really annoy me? Anyway, I can't finish the sentence because I need that word, you know. I'm going to remember it later when I'm editing this and be like, gosh, you can be so silly sometimes. But yes, I really struggle with the sizing of the room sometimes, and I really wanted to make some smaller homes because I feel like sometimes they can be a bit out of proportion, and I think I'm really trying to, I guess proportion's the correct word, but I'm really trying to make the dimensions, that's the word, make the dimensions more realistic. So that's what I'm trying to do, at least, and I really like how this turned out. I wanted to make quite a realistic but still in my eyes quite small family home, and we are building in Willow Creek, which is of course the base game world. The builds in this particular area aren't the most snazziest. I didn't really want to make them look overly expensive, I just wanted them to feel quite realistic, so I did go for a brick and a white wood paneling kind of vibe, which I think turned out really nice. Sometimes when you use white in the game, because it's so just basic, it looks like there's nothing on the walls, which I really don't like, but I think it turned out well for this particular build. It doesn't always work, but I think it looks nice for this particular one. But yes, so this home is for a family of 4. It's for 2 parents, a toddler and an infant, a toddler boy and an infant girl. Now, in my current legacy gameplay, which I do off camera, I do post their lives over on my Instagram. If you are interested in more gameplay and cast content, that is over on Instagram, same name as my YouTube, but I do post reels of them over there and poses, and I currently have a bazillion children. Honestly, I'm on generation 13. My legacy sim literally just passed, and she died in her sleep, which is something that I've never experienced in game before. I know it came with life and death, but I've never experienced it before, so that was heartbreaking. But she lived to 190 days, which I play a normal lifespan. That is not normal. But she was a great grandmother as well to 4 children, now 5, which is crazy. But when she passed, the current heir of my family, she was pregnant, and it's a girl as well, so we're pretending that, you know, it's her spirit, which is kind of a bit creepy, which I also had the ability to rebirth her, but I've never done that before, which I chose not to because I thought it was a bit strange. But let me know what you guys think of the whole rebirth thing, because I personally haven't tried it yet, and I've never had the option to do it before, but she had the option, but I was like, oh, I don't know. I didn't know whether it would create a whole new sim, or would it allow me to have the spirit of the grandmother in the baby. I don't know. Let me know how it works if you guys have any clue. But anyway, what I was trying to say is, when I first started off, my heir for this legacy that I'm working on, she had a son and a daughter. Now, always, whenever I start my legacies, for some reason, the next generation always has a girl first, but they had a boy first, so I thought for today we would do an older boy with a younger sister, because it's just such a rarity in my gameplay. It's always a girl then a boy, don't know why, but I did decide to go for a boy toddler and an infant girl. That was a very long-winded story. So we are living in quite a, I'd say quite a normal house. I wouldn't say it's big, I wouldn't say it's small, it's just kind of a, you know, a regular sized house. I did call it a small house though, to be honest, because to me it's quite small. I usually build quite big houses, and it was really nice to do something a little bit more realistic. I'm really trying to like hone in on my more classic kind of suburban style houses, but they are like a little bit smaller than what I'm used to, and I really like it because it's really compact. I guess that's another word I could use that I couldn't think of in the beginning. Compact dimensions, if you will. I really like how they look, and I'm not used to making them because I always make them a bit too big, but I think it turned out really nice. So I hope you guys like the shape of this particular build. But yes, so we are starting on the kitchen. I did decide to have the kitchen and dining in one room, and then we do have like a fancier dining space as well, which I thought was really nice. Surprisingly, we managed to fit quite a lot into a small space. We do end up having 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, which isn't too bad. The original floor plan, I did have 2 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, but I did decide to make one of them into the nursery because I didn't want the kids to share a room. I wanted to have separate like cute little areas for them to play. So we do have 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, which is quite a reasonable sized family home if you ask me. But because I go crazy in gameplay and I always end up having like ridiculous amounts of children, currently my legacy has 5 children and 2 parents. I'm debating whether to get a pet, but honestly I'll probably just have another child. But anyway, yes, it was quite nice to build just like a regular sized house for a change. So I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed creating a bit of a backstory for this one as well. So moving on, less rambling. The backstory for this particular house is that the parents met when they were like a little bit older. I think one of them had just gone through a breakup and they were like out clubbing, trying to be a bit more free because they had been in a long-term relationship for a long time. I'm thinking maybe the dad was the one in the long-term relationship. I think the mother was perhaps focused more on her work or studies or something back in the day, and then she was looking for a relationship because she hadn't been in one before, and she met this guy. So I was kind of imagining that perhaps they met when they were like late 20s, and they did decide to, you know, give it a go. They were friends for like a year or 2, I think, and then they decided to become a couple, and then shortly after their son was conceived. So it kind of went quite slowly and then very quickly, which I think is quite cute really. And they have a little boy who is 3 years old, and they have a little girl who is like, I don't know, 9 months old I'd say, and they are really, really cute. I'm really looking forward to making all of these families for my save file. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, this build is, I think I did already upload it, so this is available on my gallery already if you guys would like to use it. It does include a lot of packs. I never pack restrict, which I probably should, but I just have a lot of fun building with all the stuff that I have already, so I just go for it. But I do own all of the packs. I did buy all of them myself up until April this year, and then I joined the Creator Network, which is insane still, which now they are gifted to me, so yes, that's brilliant. But yes, I did buy them all until I joined the Creator Network. I had to cut my audio then, I had to answer the phone, so I can't remember what I was saying, something about packs, but anyway. So we're now working on the lounge area. Now I did fiddle around a bit to sort out the layout, which I did discover looked better the other way, so I do end up changing it around quite a lot, but we got there in the end. I'm really loving this colour scheme though, this kind of like really dark green. I don't know why, I just love green, no idea why. But it's just a really nice colour, so I did decide to go for a green theme, and honestly it's giving like autumnal vibes, so that's always a plus, combined with the wood swatch colours, and the white is just, it's giving. But anyway, so we are just decorating the lounge. I really like how the layout turned out in the end, but like I said, it did take a couple of attempts to get it right, but we got there. I did also want to include some toys, but we couldn't fit in too much because the space isn't massive, and we do have 2 entrances slash exits, so I did have to ensure that I had space for those. So yes, I really like how it turned out. Like I said, I did include quite a lot of green. I did include some green cushions as well because why the heck not, and it just turned out really cute, so I just personally really like this space. But anyway, back to the storyline. So as I was saying, the parents met when they were in their late 20s, and they got married after like 2 years of being friends, and then they had their little boy. So originally they were living in what's the world called? I can't think. Today my brain is not working. All data and information is like taking a while to register. What's the eco lifestyle world called? I'm thinking of Falls because I've been watching Life with the Walter Boys. Anyone else obsessed with that series? I watched it all in 2 days, and now I need series 3. And we're only on season 2, so yeah, that's a bummer. But oh my gosh, what's it called? I can't think what it's called. But anyway, Evergreen Harbour, that's the one, with their little boy, or maybe they were living there when he was born, I'm not too sure, but they were living on quite a rundown lot, and the father of this house, he is like a mechanic or something, maybe he was something to do with building, so he was trying to work on making that world better. I kind of think maybe he does something with, like, you know, the eco footprint or something, you know, he's that kind of role, maybe trying to like better the world. I'm not really sure his specific role, but I think that's what he does. But the mum, she is very artistic and she is into painting, but she drifted apart from artwork when her children were born because she's focused on being a stay-at-home mum for the babies, so I didn't include any art stuff in the house because I was kind of imagining that perhaps at some point in the future that she could get back into it, and maybe when the kids are older she could add an extension on the house or something and have her own little studio. That was kind of the vibe, but currently it's not a focus because she's looking after the kiddos. I think perhaps maybe she's hoping to get, I literally choked on air. She's hoping to get a pet, maybe a cat or a dog, I'm not too sure yet, but she's hoping to have like a cute little animal as well. So I think that maybe she's like struggling a little bit with her mental health. That's why she's taking a break from her past hobbies. So she's focusing on just making sure that she's, you know, mentally well and making sure her kids are safe and looked after. So that is her current priority, but I do think that she will get back into art in the future. But we are now working on the mum's room. I always say the mum's room because I always have single parents. The parents' room we're working on. Now I did decide to go for black curtains. Does it clash with the brown a little bit? But I kind of like it. It's kind of a bit weird, but I quite like the vibe for this room. But it's taking me all day. Whenever I try and record, something happens. I just, yes, loving life. Anyway, so moving on to the kiddos' rooms. This is the toddler's room. I think this room is adorable. I really wanted to use this wallpaper. I didn't really feel like it was fair to have the infant girl be in this room, so I did decide to make it into 2 rooms. So I did change the bathroom into a nursery, which I thought was quite cute, and I really like how this turned out. So this is the toddler's room. I felt like he was like quite a sweet little boy. I think he's like very inquisitive, very like into everything. I think that his dad is a very good influence on him and like being a good person. I think the mum is struggling right now, so I think that he does spend a lot of time with his dad, and the mum is looking after the baby a lot of the time. So hopefully at some point they will have like a closer relationship, because I feel like when he was little she was a lot happier, but I think that she's just going through a tough time, which of course is understandable. But yeah, so he does spend a lot of time with his dad, and his dad is very into, you know, helping the planet and being eco-friendly. So I just think he's like a really like cute little like bundle of fun. And I did decide to include these cute little siren lights which made everything glow like a red colour, which I thought was really cute. I haven't used them in some time. I have used them in nightclubs in the past, but I thought it was quite cute for his room. So moving on, we're now working on the nursery. I thought this room was quite an unusual shape to work with. Not really, I suppose, but it was quite difficult to fit everything I wanted to in there. So she doesn't end up having a dresser or a wardrobe, which is kind of annoying, but you know, it's fine, it'll do. But I did kind of imagine that perhaps the cupboard underneath the changing mat could be her, like, you know, where they keep her clothes, and you know, nappies are on the top instead on that little shelf. So we made it work, but ideally it would be a little bit bigger, but you know, they're working with what they got, and it's still a really cute sized house, and I really like how it turned out. So I hope you guys enjoy it as well. But I am now working on decorating the little chair. I think this chair is so cute. It's from Growing Together, and I did include this pillow or cushion, whatever you want to call it, from the little campus kit, which I try to include in most of my builds. Honestly, I absolutely love that kit. I think the items are really cute, so I did include that on the chair. And this cute little freezer bunny with the wings from Enchanted by Nature is just too cute to not include. I think I included one downstairs in the lounge space as well, but I could be wrong. So moving on, we're now just finishing up with the interior. This is the hallway. I didn't really put too much in there, of course, because it's quite a small space, but I did decide to include a cupboard, and I did decorate it ever so slightly, but let's be real, not much goes into these spaces. And then we were pretty much done in this room, and I did move on to the garden, but I am going to end the voiceover by here for today, guys, because I have literally been trying to record for the past hour and a half. Yeah, there's just always something going on, and it drives me quite literally crazy, so I'm going to end the voiceover. I really hope you enjoyed today's build. Thank you for voting on the poll. I hope that you enjoyed the apartment yesterday, but we are now on the garden, and I love how the garden turned out, so I hope you guys like it too. Like I said, it is available on the gallery if you would like to download it, the same name as my YouTube name, and I will be doing a shell challenge at some point this week to celebrate 10,000 subscribers as well, so stay tuned for that. I will be posting it over on Instagram and probably on YouTube as well, so all is well. I wish you all a wonderful day. Like always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, share it with a friend, turn on the notification bell, it really helps out my channel, and I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow for a brand new speed build. Thanks for watching. Bye my lovelies.
Gets cold, let's turn up the heat, yeah. With every beat we feel, the night could be surreal. Could be surreal. When the beat drops down low, let it pull you in real close. Are you down for it? Tell me, are you down for it, boy? And when the lights get low, let the shadows steal the show. Are you down for it? Tell me, are you down for it, boy? Your breath's the rhythm pulling me deeper. You know I'm caught in your gravity, falling, I can't believe this night just belongs to me and you. Can you feel me? And when the lights get low, let the shadows steal the show. Are you down for it? Tell me, are you down for it, boy? I'm ready for the thrill, yeah. Don't hold it back, it's real. Just got to move. Take a look at all the shine lights.